So I used to do a thing a while back called Crafty Corner, and I'm kind of getting back into my old phase of doing stuff, especially now that the business is closed down and we're moving back to open source, and things are getting a little, well, getting a lot better for many things. Anyway, so Crafty Controller. This is my Patreon page, as you see, patreon.com, and then of course /craftycontroller. I'm making a video that is Patreon only in a few minutes, but in the meantime, I figured I'd let you in on the secret that yes, I do have a Patreon. You get you get some Discord benefits. You get to be listed here. You also get feature requests, which is a big deal, and there's a Patreon only version of Commander that will be coming out. Currently, I only have one Patreon, but hopefully we can pump the numbers up, as they say. So there's a few locked posts, but there's one that isn't, and you guys can look into that. It doesn't actually say anything right now, other than hey, it's a big deal because we actually can start the server now. So let's take a look and see kind of where Commander is, right? Because that's what I want to try to get to. So Commander's doing quite well. I've been working really hard on some of the things in the background. I know that I've been kind of down for maintenance, as they say, but I have been working on it here and there. You can see that we're going with a brand new version number, alpha, and this part will probably change to say 3.2, and then codename Commander. And maybe every big change like this, we're gonna maybe do a code name. I don't know. Just kind of spitballing ideas out and whatnot. So one of the things you'll notice is that we start on both HTTP and HTTPS. That's something that I used to say would be really hard to do, and I did do it. Figured it out, and it only costs like 2 or 3 megs of RAM, so totally worth it. Also, we're not getting the host name anymore. Now we're actually getting the IP address. And of course, they run on both different ports because you have to have different ports. This is how computers work, as they say. So Commander itself is working quite well. We're going back with SQLite. I am thinking about maybe doing a SQL hook. The old Commander used to use SQL. Well, I call it the old Commander. The Commander that no one saw, that was in 3 different parts, that used to use a MySQL backend, used to have a message queue, used to do all kinds of things. It was very distributed. If there's interest in that, I'm still going to probably go down that path at some point, just to make a more enterprise level Commander. But for right now, we're going back to the SQLite, and for most home users, that's fine. The app is broken up a little bit differently now, so if you actually are into code, you'll see that I've kind of made shared classes and web classes and whatnot. And this is because I've got other ideas that I'm going to be throwing in Commander at some point. The config files you're going to kind of stay away from. But there is one thing I want to talk about in here, and if you go to web, you'll see the certs are named .pem now, and you can clearly see what's the cert and what's the key. And again, I'm going to have a way for you to configure your own certs in there and whatnot. Also, you'll notice that there's a config INI, and that's because all the INI or all the config stuff will be inside this INI file. So before I break for the Patreon only version of this, you'll notice that the cookie expire and the cookie secret are now configurable in here. And so the cookie expire date can be 30 days from now or 99 days from now, whatever days from now. And then the cookie secret, it used to be random, and it's still random, but if you want to specify your own cookie secret, you can. So just generate a very long string, longer the better, and every time Commander restarts, the session cookies will stay the same because the cookie secret's the same. And that's pretty much it for this version. The Patreon version will have more details of more things that I'm working on, including the front end. Anyway, have a good day. Thank you.